Welcome back to some more Chupacabras Team Builder Relocation Fantasy Draft Franchise. We just got done losing to the Mavericks in a very unfortunate fashion as we just choked right at the end of the game. I haven't even seen the comments yet. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't want to read them. I know. I choked. All right, we choked. It is what it is. It be what it be. It's not as bad of a choke if it just, they locked us up and we forced one. But when you literally have a touchdown and you miss the read beforehand, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It is what it is. But we are heading on to Week 8, going against the Blue Dragons. I will say the trade deadline's coming up on us here. Don't love our defensive tackle position. I don't love a lot of positions. Ooh. Jared Wayne. Steffens. Jared Wayne. Broden, maybe? That'd be kind of crazy. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into a trade potentially. As far as running back goes, Cam Scadaboo, I do still like him a lot. I think he's put up a couple of games after being injured that I think holds him as the starter for now for a little while. Looking at the Offensive Defensive Player of the Week award wins, obviously you can see here Lamar Jackson and company. Oh, they're getting hot. They're getting hot. Kyler Murray, Zach Bond, Roquan, almost called him Rolando McClain. That's a name drop and a half. Roquan Smith winning those defensive awards. Here's what the team looks like. I think we're still in a negative morale. A lot of that is due to the fact that we're losing games. A lot of it did start out, though, where we just had a bad morale early on because, we didn't start Gadsden over Swain, who is obviously a better player. Oh, no, boo-hoo. And then defensively, obviously, Maynard, Pierce even. They're heating up. They're absolutely heating up. Cornerbacks, we're going to have Fant as the number 2 now as Harden's just getting cooked too hard. Honestly, at some point, you could see Greenfield even take his spot, which would be a huge drop-off, but it is what it is. O-line, we need some work, but I don't think you can trade for linemen. They cost way too much. You want like a developable guard, 75 overall star. You're looking at like a low second, high third. That's a lot. I could draft someone mid to late third. I just don't have the draft capital to take those players. That's why we don't have them. But of course, we also have a national focus. What have we been focusing on? Was it safety? No, I'm trying to guess. Was it actually corner? No, it was DT. Okay, that does make a lot of sense. Focusing hard on this because we want the entire class of defensive tackles located and noted, and scouted. So that's why we focus it. It's not going to be, I want to know a little bit about I need to know their true talent grades, all right? I can get a good idea of how good a player is even with like 30% scouting, just based on their speed, based on like a few key ratings. But their true talent, that's what I need to know, and you only get that with the full-on scout. But let's take a look at the Blue Dragons. We obviously just recently looked at them because we just played them, but injuries. Ryman has a knee cartilage tear. For a lineman to come back in season with a knee cartilage tear, especially since it seemingly has only been like a few weeks, is actually pretty impressive. Of course, once again, we've played them recently enough, so we're going to go through it quickly. Cam Ward, Jalen Warren, those guys really cooked us last time we played. McConkey, had a really good fourth quarter. Gray was a lot better than you would have expected. Who is their left tackle? Jalen Moore, okay. Left guard, center. They've got an okay offensive line, but yeah, it's a lot better when Ryman's out there. They have one of the best duos for tackle in the league at that point. Kobe Turner's put up some numbers. TJ Watt, we actually handled well enough, I thought. So we'll see how he plays this time. Corners are looking great, and then safeties are decent, but quick push through. Maybe that's how we actually look at the teams going forward in general, because there has been so much yap, it's unbelievable. Let's take a look at this team meeting storyline. We're going to be talking about what exactly. We are not the LVVs. Let's talk about our game plan for the Blue Dragons. Run the ball. I think we should run the ball. Okay? Blood's yapping. We don't know what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah, they're right end and DT too. I don't know what we're talking about. Are we saying they're good? Obviously, run off to the right side, get to the second level. Sure. We say that it's a success by getting something that we literally can't get, which is both of these things. I guess rush 2 touchdowns, 125 yards. I don't think we've seen from any of our running backs at all throughout this series, let alone this season. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Receiver breakout. I'm kind of hoping it's Wayne. I want everyone to be star dev if we can. Or Steffens, one of the two. Somebody that doesn't have at least star. I'm guessing it's Broden, though. And it does not. It actually does look like Steffens, if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't know who the hell we're looking at here. Sean Steffens, 75 yards and a touchdown to increase their dev trade. Ooh, that's good. That's not too hard, too. That is definitely obtainable, but that is a nice one in general. Let's take a look at these weekly strategies. We're going to have to go medium throw, right? I don't really care what they're good at, what we're worried about. I think we're going to defend the medium pass, or we're going to attack with the medium. We really need to get this scenario. Star dev for a wide receiver is a huge. It's also put, instead of Manu, Steffens. I mean, he probably goes to a 70 overall star if he gets this, right? So, maybe not, because I don't think you get XP anymore if you're going low. But, yeah, we got to get this. We cannot sell this one. The Superstar one with Broden, okay, it's hard. It's hard to get, but, yeah, as far as Steffens, that is obtainable. I still can't get over that, dude. Just with the eyes, too. Oh, it is literally too funny. It is too good. Still think it sucks that it wasn't Jared Wayne to get the scenario, but hey, as long as it's somebody that doesn't have star. I mean, sure, Broden going to Superstar would be awesome. He's our number one, if you will. Ooh, ability slot. He's our number one, if you will. But, yeah, I think the guys, you know, we just need to get a baseline of stars to be like, okay, this is our squad. You know, right now it's up in the air. If Steffens doesn't get this dev up, he's replaceable. If Jared Wayne doesn't get a dev up by the end of the year, he's obviously replaceable because he is, you know, not a great overall, and he's about to be 25. So, yeah, we really need some dev ups. Let's see if we can add some today against the Blue Dragons on the road. Of course, we haven't had any light goals because we've just been doing these pretty much daily. As you can see, Donnelly's stats looking amazing. But if you guys end up enjoying the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Maybe you're not new. Maybe you've been watching for a while, you just haven't subscribed. Maybe do that. Also, check out the second channel, Jeromepkr Plays. There's some non-Madden content over there that I think you might like. We're going to be doing a Dead Island 2 series as well. But enough of that yap. Let's get into game 1 of 2, where there's a lot riding on this. I don't know what you get from the 2 touchdowns for Scadaboo as well, but there's a chance at some good XP and a good dev up. We really do not need to be losing this game on top of it as well, so we are going to try and do our best to also win, not just get these scenarios, which, you know, they're pretty big, right? Steffens getting a dev up. Is it worth losing the game? You know, let's say we have a 20-yard throw. I don't know how that would make any sense, but let's say it was a 20-yard throw for the scenario or run the ball to win the game. I think you throw the ball, right? I think you go for that 20-yarder, dev up that we're not going to allow it to be lost because dev regression is awful in this game, is probably worth more than a win. It probably is. It really is. Maybe I'm just thinking way too long-term, but oh, Lord, there's nobody on him. That's not our job. First play, Warren is already cooking us. Last time we played them, Jalen Warren got Player of the Week, so that puts you in perspective of how much we worry about him. We're just not good against the running backs. I mean, we are kind of decent. It's just Jalen Warren specifically. He's not bad. As we do double team and a gain of only 3 is had. From the 44-yard line. Over the middle, outside. We're not going to get there. Great job. Almost picked off by Wood. Great job by Tariq Carpenter to chase that thing down. And we've got man coverage across the board here. They might have the edge. Where am I? Oh, no. And we're not going to... I hate when that happens. I despise it. Switch down to the defensive line, and for some reason, it gives me one of the corners. I'm a safety or a linebacker even. Why am I going over to the corner? Oh, we are actually a linebacker. We switched to Tariq Carpenter. It's a worse habit to get out of than dropping back too far, but I'm gonna have to just start spamming B to get to where I want to go, because we haven't caused many of those issues in fairness, but when they do happen, it's really bad plays. Like, that is really bad. Like, that is human error to the max. Speaking of human error, last week, ending in human error, really good season from Donnelly. We have not gave him the best of chances at times, but at the same time, we made some good reads. Made some good decisions as well, which I guess are good reads, I suppose. Run to the left. I don't love it, but why not? As he gets a pretty good block, Scadaboo gains about 4. Play action look. Wayne is kind of my main man here. They are way up, which they should be, because we got a lot of players that aren't going out on routes. Perfect throw, well, timing at least, as Wayne gets the catch and slips off the tackle to the 45-yard line. Who knows? Maybe it's a freaking blessing in disguise to give that touchdown right away. More chances on offense. Steffens to the outside. Straight up drops it, brother. Again, it's not a good throw. I get it. But that's catchable. That is catchable. There's nobody on him. I have to take the Gadsden. They're kind of dropped off on Swain. We gained 9 on it. That one is just as much Swain as it is Gadsden, really. Steffens, great throw. Huge play to the 30-yard line, getting the first down. I mean, they're still just, like, super far up, despite the fact that we've shown a lot of passing plays. Oh, they get completely lost. And there goes Scadaboo! into the end zone for touchdown 1 of 2. Amazing blocking. I don't know, they just were posturing run, but never really believed it was run. But Scadaboo, there you go. Shows off just enough speed as well to finish the run, which is the best part of the whole thing. Touchdown Scadaboo, huge run, and obviously, like we said, 1 of 2 for his scenario. Don't think that scenario gives him a dev up, or not even don't think. I'm almost guaranteeing that it doesn't, but it will give him some XP. I think also the offensive line will get involved in that as well. Oh, my. Yeah, our guy just got destroyed over there. It doesn't take it until way late, though, and they gained 2 on what could have been so much more. 2nd and 8. Bringing a little bit of a rush. Try to swat because I thought he's going to throw it there, and he does throw the underneath, but it's only 3. Great answer back by us, though. That was a really solid drive. Try to swat again, and Maynard, no! Doesn't finish the play, and then gets up and finishes him anyways. The rookie Maynard handling the backup left tackle with ease. Needs to finish a little bit better than that, but thankfully the coverage did not, falter. They held their own, and Maynard gets back up and gets the sack. Very, very lucky to not have a fumble there, though. He's, throwing, and then he tucks it on top of it. He should just threw that thing. Would have been a fair enough play because, his arm was being affected by the pass rush, so grounding's not even really a factor there. Scadaboo, they're kind of highlighting. I like the zig. Outside's telling me zone. It is, but they're still going to leave him, and that ball is going to leave the hand weirdly. Don't want to force it, though. I don't want to force. I would love to force the dev, but I don't want to force it. That's how you usually fail the dev. I mean, I'm literally going to have to force it to him. No one else is open. All right, Swain. I'm going to need you to get open. We should have ran the ball, but we didn't. Second 10 didn't love the look, so we didn't. I mean, it's too far of a throw because we dropped back too far, but at the same time, Donnelly's got to hit one of these damn throws, dude. Again, say what you will about us dropping back too far. Here's the natural drop is right here. A little bit too far still. That guy's got inside leverage. He's winning that matchup, seemingly. Oh, he doesn't actually get out of it. Yeah, we actually hurt ourselves here. But they are blitzing, so, it is still kind of like a, well, you're worried situation. An amazing punt. They get 4 yards to start this drive from their own 2. Little motion over. We do have it. Try to swat. That isn't there. And wow, Martin almost dies. He planted himself in the ground like a carrot. It's kind of insane. From the 16-yard line. Stretch out. Oh, that's a great cutback. Great job, though, by Pierce. Gained 6 still, but could have been worse. Start of the second quarter. Both teams starting off with a very successful first drive, then, nothing afterwards. And then here is the Blue Dragons' chance again. Bringing the rush. Not going to get there, and they are going to get a huge gainer to downs. We try to strip the ball. Can't. To the 37-yard line. Big play. Cam Ward, very calm under pressure. We did bring the blitz. Didn't get in there, unfortunately, and with that, they get a huge play to the outside. Huge tackle by Fan, but it's still 8 yards gained. You got the spy for Carpenter, but we're probably going to treat this more like a hook anyways. Ooh, I thought he was... Yeah, they beat us on that. I thought it was going to be a handoff to the 10 perfectly for McConkey, but that's going to be hard for them to get a first down because there is none. Tough spot on the field to score. Maybe arguably the hardest. And they are going to run it. We take it very slow. Maybe give him a little bit more than he probably deserved. Reading the rush off the edge with Martin. Sort of. And that's a false start for Zach Tom. Big mistake. That changes things. We go from, having to stop the run, get inside there, to be able to pull off a little bit. And they are going to throw quick to the tight end, who only possession. That's a huge waste. And then now Nick Martin is injured. Great. All right, Maynard, you got 1 sack today. Let's get another one. Nice move. Oh, come on. Somebody get up. Huge hit down to the 1. What are they going to do? I mean, I think you go for this. Really? I don't even think I want to try to block this thing. I think you try to... I mean, to be fair, with this formation, if I was them, I would just have, a tight end motion in. Take the direct snap and just run right up the middle. They play really conservatively. Let's see if that pays off or hurts them in the end. Weeks on the return. Ricky! Get out of the way, Wayne! Run the freaking route. Oh, Nick Martin broke his ribs. That is not good. Noah Sewell, welcome back. Guy that should never been benched in the first place. Welcome back. Welcome back. And they might have been giving us a look. I don't know, but great juke move. Scadaboo gains 4. Let's go tight end looks. We got the Broden deep shot if we want it. We try to take off with Donnelly, and we can't run any of the other quarterbacks. That's a 40-yard run. But at the same time, any of the other quarterbacks, and I would say, you know, maybe we wouldn't have 2 wins, but what does 2 wins even mean? It's pretty much useless. Steffens. It's a great throw. Steffens! Look at the play! Gains 8 on what should have maybe been 5. I mean, we would have went for that anyways, but that's still... It's better than having to go for it, I'll tell you that much. Wayne one-on-one. We really don't have anybody that can win one-on-ones. Broden, sort of. Yeah, we back up very hard. Fashion, it looked like he was going to go out for a route because he got hit with the ball. In another life, he was a freaking running back or a wide receiver. Tight end, maybe. Scattaboo. No blocking. We gain 3 yards. Great job, receiver. Double slants. See if anyone wants to win. I mean, Wayne should be open here. Pre-snap, I'm looking at Wayne. And he drops it. He's not necessarily open, but it's catchable. And I simmed the punt, and apparently it was blocked. You can't even sim punts anymore. Yeah, I like to sim special teams at times because I feel like otherwise we're just pretty much perfect. It's basically impossible to be bad at special teams unless it's raining. I didn't expect a block, though, as Maynard comes off the edge for another sack. Hold on. This rookie's cooking. This guy could be Rookie of the Year. He's an X-Factor. He should be a Rookie of the Year, really. Oh, my. And then we're just nowhere to be found. Oh, and there goes Warren. Oh, come on, guys. 28-yard touchdown. Jalen Warren bouncing off of everybody. Oh, that sucks. That is bad defense. Paul misses. The safety Wood just doesn't lay any wood. Gets laid to rest. Oh, that's terrible defense. Everyone's just running around. Slow down. We get a pretty damn good return, I'll tell you that much. Steffens on that deep out. And we just have nobody up. We have nobody open, but even worse than that, they instantly rush us, and we immediately fumble. What is even happening right now? Drop. Normal drops here. That guy's already winning his matchup, and he is the first to get to us. How are you fumbling when the guy's right in front of you? Like, you know where he's coming from. Oh, my God. We're selling so hard. Well, Maynard. Doesn't really matter what Maynard does, though, if we can't tackle a damn person. You gotta stop hit sticking too, because it's leading to nothing. It's leading to missed tackles, and when we do hit the hit stick, it's not a fumble anyways. And then our guy hit sticks the ball out and makes you want to hit stick again. We're bringing the heat. You can't stop me. Bringing the heat. Free rush, and he holds on. Why wouldn't you go to McConkey? Yeah, this has not been the end of the first half that we were looking for. It's kind of end of the first half that ends the game. And we PI'd the hell out of the tight end and didn't get called for, and we still gave up a look as James Pierce is now injured. Yeah, this is a less than ideal start. Who's over there now? Birch. Not a bad player, but not Pierce good. Locked up. 43 seconds left. They have all the timeouts in the world. Bruce Sternum, so we lose Pierce for the game. Nice. If we want to rush, we're going to probably need to blitz. Team get a pick with Maynard. Why not? Imagine screen pass. Outside, we just can't cover anything. I don't even know how the hell Maynard has 2 sacks this game. Like, they just get rid of the ball so quickly. We have no time to react. In trouble. Back of the end zone. Picked off! Corey Trice. When you need a turnover, you need a takeaway. Who else are you going to call? Over the shoulder. Yoinks it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take a look back at this one. He is open, but because of the blitz, Cam Ward has to hold off for a second longer, roll out, and throws it. We still have time now because we didn't give up what could have been a game-winning touchdown for them here, but I still would like to take a look. And he missed it. I mean, is that because we're dropping back too far? Again, the guys are taking a month to get open, so we kind of have to wait a little bit. Dump off to Scat, who is just so bad with agility. It'd be nice to create something here, but also, you know, pick up some yards for Steffens. And you've got to be kidding me. Almost picked off. And of course, the punt is bad. They get 1 10-yard throw, and they're in field goal range. Fantastic. Thankfully, he misses. Whew. 17 to 7.5, we get ball, but it is still looking horrible. Throw a medium, defend short. That's going to be the game plan. On the return goes Ali. Pretty good blocks. Can't get an extra block on that edge, unfortunately, to the 37. All right, so there's a little bit going on here. There is a bit of wanting these scenarios and needing, a lot of yards and whatnot to do it. But there's also a bit of, chasing the game a little bit, as Scadabu is going to go back about 4 yards. Lovely. So we've not really been running the ball. But then you have plays like those where you're like, okay, yeah, I can see why we're not running the ball because we suck. Steffen's on sort of a crosser look. It's a bit of a force, but it is a dot. Perfect throw for 17. They're going to review this. Thankfully, it is in. I mean, that's potentially a game-losing overturn. It really, call it. I really wanted Steffens, but I just didn't have the time to hit that throw. But call it dramatic. But I mean, 3rd and 10. Been pretty bad in these, high pressure, tough conversion situations. 7 streak. Swain. It's a great throw and an amazing catch, Swain. We're just really not getting much separation today. They've really just done a pretty damn good job in coverage. Scadabu gets a really good set of blocks and stiff arming down to the 11. Those insides, is he injured? There's no way Scadabu's already injured again. No shot. Sciatica? He got sciatica pain? Oh, we got 2 tight ends in. I don't like that. I need Steffens, dude. He needs a touchdown. Oh, wow. They actually chased TJ Watt. Hasn't been the best in pass rush in our matchups against them, but I'll tell you what. He has been very good in the chase downs. Another tight end situation. I like Gadsden here a little bit. Let's actually take Wayne instead, who will fight all the way to the 4. 3rd and 2. Leg cramps. I wonder what a re-injury on a leg cramp is, though. Did your leg fall off? Could run inside with Ali. I think. Nah, I don't like it. Do we really like double slants here? Is that Thibodeau against Steffens? There's no way you can cover this out. If he covers this out, that's crazy. They do play zone, but that's fine. Steffens, huge! Not only does he get the touchdown, but obviously that's great for his scenario. So we're down 3. I get they played zone, but they did carry it enough to where it's like, okay, it's still Thibodeau's assignment, and there's no way he can get over there to stop that. I hate that animation from him as well. He, corrals it in, and he always gets, punched, and he just drops it. Halfway through the 3rd, Steffens at least looking pretty promising for his scenario. I think Scadabu will come back in, but will he get a touchdown is the question. Greenfield, great coverage. Oh, and then look at the concentration from Downs, dude. With that concentration, he doesn't have Josh. He doesn't have Josh, nothing. 2nd and 2, Sewell. That's a great bait out. 1st down. In what universe? I'm whipping that challenge flag out. Problem is, I know with these spot fouls, it's almost, or these spots, they're almost never wrong. But yeah, I don't really see where the hell that was a 1st down. I think that's a wrong call. Did we get it right? There is no effing way. Bring back the replacement. Am I a crazy person? That looked like it was easily a half-yard short. It wasn't just inches, a half yard. Paul getting in there with Paul. We get the sack. Huge. Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. I am not a housemaid. I don't want to sweep. Underneath. We're on that with Harden. Minimal gain of 3. Good bait out. I don't love our pass rush with 4, but... Or with 3, but I think you get the drop. And he has him. No, he doesn't. Good defense. Woo! They try to toe tap us. Swain. Oh, what a move. Just outrunning everybody to the 41. Good play. Good cut. Wasn't an actual juke move, but cut inside with ease. Scadabu back in the lineup. I don't know if that was... That is not what I want to do at all. I don't know if that's that was new or not. Of course, he's back in. They don't want us to play him. I like the deep look to Swain. Oh, my God. Yeah, now you see why we drop back. I get it's a play action, but, instantly dead. I like the out, don't get me wrong, but I'm just going to streak him. I'm going to take it. Broden behind the defense, showing off the speed. I don't think we've seen him all day today, and yet he has the biggest play of the day, both teams. What a throw by Donnelly. I mean, he gapped him. It wasn't even close. At the line, it seemed kind of close, but the time that ball got to him, it was like almost a whole first down away. Blue Dragons with a 7-yard play nearing the fourth quarter. The choke has been on. We've had 14 unanswered. Nah, I try to sell that out. Third and inches. Hey, they actually called it right for once. Fourth quarter, 21-17. See if we can hold on. What a play by freaking Trice, though. He's the best playmaking DB we have, right up there with Skinner. But, man, the development is just not there with that age. Quick throw outside. Why are we not on that more? Unfortunately, Wood gives up the first down to McConk. We'll say for Wood to sharp cut with him like that, it is impressive. It's not easy, but it does suck that we didn't stop him. Oh, free rush. There you go, Maynard. Really wish it would have been play action. Would have had another sack. I would say Maynard might be setting himself up for a breakout, but he's an X factor. What do you need? You know, he's good to go. Don't worry about it. Do we even have the X factors active, by the way? Try to swat. That was good timing. And of course, McConkey, dude, super clutch. Don't know how McConkey always finds his way against a freaking linebacker. That's what it seemed like, at least. But he did. Oop, punched you. Watch out. As Maynard might not finish him, but does the initial legwork to stop him. And they're going to have to punt. They have no choice. We need 31 yards from Steffens, a touchdown from Scadaboo. Obviously, Steffens is priority one, as we're going to have to return this. That's just terrible blocking. I don't even blame Ransom. I blame... I don't even see who the hell it was. I blame the other fellow. That's all I can tell you. Man, that Steffens look would be so nice. And we just can't get the ball off because Steffens is lost. Steffens is genuinely lost. Let's get a block on this. I like this out. We missed it last time. They're playing that out. It's a tough catch. What a catch it is. 3 yards. Playing a super dangerous game right now. Let me tell you. Wayne's a good look. Steffens on the inside. Wayne. It's not a great throw. Great catch, though. It is a good throw. It just took a little long to get there. It's hard to differentiate between a good throw and a lack of throw power. Because it is a good throw. It's just a lack of throw power on said throw. We should have taken that. Broden, what a throw. Now, that's a great throw. I don't know if we're going to get this with Steffens. We got the touchdown. We got a good amount of yards, but we're just not where we need to be. We need one of those play actions. Last time they ran this, they covered it with zone. He's not open. That's a force. Good try by Steffens, though. I don't want to throw the game away either, but this is a big opportunity, you know? Big plays. Big dev up here. Catch it. Drops it. Oh, it's a dot, too. You can say what you want about us forcing it for this scenario, but that was, in general, a good play. And it was an amazing throw. Just wasted. Scadaboo is out there, but the blocks are pretty bad. I mean, you got to go for this. Doesn't matter about going for, you know, a scenario or this or that or the other thing. This is a go-for situation. Just not a good spot to be punting from. Wayne. And he drops it. I literally possessioned because I knew there was a chance. Is that Patrick Queen? Because he just killed it. I don't even remember them having Patrick Queen. That is an unbelievable play by Patrick Queen. He just saved the game. And depending on how this goes, I actually think us not running the clock and wasting the time might actually benefit us because we might actually have a little bit of time ourselves, potentially. Oh, I can't believe Wayne dropped that. That's insane. I went for a possession and he gets popped. He's so open and he just drops it, man. Oh, I mean, it's not really a drop. It's a hit stick, but still. Hits the receiver's hands, it's a drop if it's not caught. I don't care how you want to look at it. Good hit, but that will be a first down. That one I'll agree with. Worst part of this is not only are we not getting our scenarios, but we're either winning or losing this game. There is no overtime to be had. Trying to strip it as we're nowhere on them. First down again. I hate it here. I want to go home with a dub. Skinner, we're in pretty good coverage. Great D. I really need that beat pick, though. I don't know if somebody got in there with pressure, but I am very, very glad they didn't wait a second longer. That interior, that deep in was getting open. Out. Good hit. We don't finish it. Nobody is there. Where the hell is Greenfield going? I mean, I don't know how we're not killing him here, but where? Sir? 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 Is that, maybe it was, yeah, it was Greenfield, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Oh, my. Please, sir. Could you stop? Like, literally, like, quite literally stop. Like, stop overrunning and just, like, go to the guy. We left the running back, but for good reason. The interior was open. We get the stop. For now. Greenfield gets a sack, of course. Of course, it's Greenfield to get the sack after we just scolded him, if you will. Oh, God, we're not ready. Do we have the tight end? That's perfect. I don't hate it. I think that's a smart call. That is a smart call. Screw going for the pick. You don't need the pick. Just knock that thing down. I'll say you probably should have done a little less nonchalantly. Like, that was maybe one of the coolest swats of all time. You didn't need to do it that way, but sure. I really want this damn scenario, but, like, that throw right there wins you the game. That throw wins us the game, but we need 31 yards for this scenario. I mean, man, this is tough. Catch it. And he dropped. Oh, my God, Steffens. You aren't even worth the dev up, dude. Like, is he even worth the damn dev up? Of course, we don't even have him in. And I don't want to hear it if we end up losing this game. Because I was told so many different times, should have went for it. Should have went for the dev. I don't care. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my. We've actually done it now. We have actually done it now. We've kept the door open. We have full-on kept it. Somebody just make a play for us. Steffens. He holds on. It's 4th and inches. Wait, they're not calling a timeout? Oh, there was a timeout. I didn't realize. Oh, was it Steffens that got hurt? There's no way he just got hurt, right? There's nobody on Scattaboo, no? There's nobody open. Oh, my God, Wayne, you're filthy. What a catch. Of course, Steffens is an abdominal tear. We sell the entire game almost for a guy that doesn't even finish the game because of an injury. Oh, my God. If that isn't destiny, that it wasn't meant to be, I don't know what is. Like, we literally, like, almost sold the entire game for a scenario for a guy that just got hurt. That's crazy. It's unbelievable. Scattaboo is not going to, we're not going to risk the game for him. It's only XP. It's not a dev up. But, well, I say that, but we are going to risk it enough to where we'll run the ball one more time. If he breaks one free, so be it. But yeah, we're not going to like hurry up to the line, do this, that's, you know, we're not going to do that. Although, like we talking about, God damn, he's slow. It's got to be 74 for with a touchdown. I mean, really just, we really didn't run the ball at all in this one. So it's a little surprising that he even has that many yards. Really wish we kept a timeout because there is a legitimate chance to get this second touchdown here. Oh my God, terrible blocking. Well, that's the game, 21-17. It got real weird at the end, but desperately trying to get a scenario that would have helped a lot, and we just couldn't get him yards, man. 44 yards and a touchdown, and he just drop. Playing quarterback for this team is the least sought-after position in the history of mankind. There is no worse job you could have, honestly. Just straight up, you know, you can be a coal miner. You'd rather do that than this. Have a less chance of death, probably, to be honest. But yeah, Steffens, 3 drops. I mean, 54 yards, 3 drops. What could we do? We did everything we could. We limited the run game a little bit more, but Warren still overall had a pretty good game as usual. Pass rush manner with those 2 sacks is beautiful. Pierce seemingly was a non-serious injury. Trice with a pick, which saved the game completely. Obviously, that field goal they missed didn't help them either, but what could have been in this game for DevUps. Maybe we'll still get a little bit of an XP boost, though. That'd be great if we could. If you don't mind, if you're not too busy. Got a couple upgrades we'll get into after our weekly strategy, because obviously we'll have even more XP. 2 new injuries. Here we go. What is that going to be? Steffens' major? Wow. So not only do you not get the scenario, but now he might not even be our starter anymore. He's out for at least 2 games. And by then, Weeks, Horton, anyone could, take that job over and just never give it back. Wow. That is crazy. Bad hands killing us. Unbelievable. Martin also really unfortunate, but kind of hard for him to be replaced because he's just got so much athleticism. But we'll take a look at these scenarios, which we definitely did not get. Maybe Steffens gets some XP, though, for just being close. I think we were hoping for a little more. I mean, I was, too. I'll be real with you. I was as well. And then, of course, we have the running situation, which we got the touchdown. We just didn't get 2 of them. I'm frustrated we didn't do as good of a job. I mean, we did okay. We were just forcing it to Steffens, who just could not catch a cold in Wuhan. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't care. I'll say it. Week 9. Do we want to make a trade? Might want to make a trade. We make one trade. We make a trade of Malik Willis and a 7th round 2 years from now for Deion Barker, the rookie from the Comets, who is currently at the bottom of their roster and on the trade block. We could make another move, potentially at linebacker. But that might be it. We'll see. This guy is a little raw, I'll admit, but he's a big dude. A lot of potential. He's the number 1 guy already on the team, but a lot of potential here with just really good block shed. Not really good, but good block shed, decent power move. I'm not sure if it's going to be him and Tull, because I do like Tull's power move, but we got ourselves a guy with a little bit more development, and unfortunately the other options really weren't great. They're really all low overalls that are usually a bit older than 22, so Deion Barker is going to be the guy who we will, I think, start going forward. We do a player trade, Jalen Armour-Davis and Ika for Mr. Hyde from the Jumbo Shrimp. Very fast linebacker with, a raw frame for sure, but overall a guy that I think, at least until Nick Martin is back, will be our starting right outside linebacker. Decent change of direction, 6'2", 241, got some hip power. Looks good. He does look good. It's just, that zone coverage, block shed even, man coverage obviously, not going to be that great. I don't know what number I like on it. I think 43 is kind of interesting. And then we sign a backup wide receiver in Taquan Ballard. He's got some okay hands, but we need an extra guy because right now we're at 5 wide receivers with the injury to Steffens. All right, we made 2 trades. Not the greatest trades, but the DT, I think, could be special. We also have a DB breakout, which you would assume is Trice. Oh, a little burp. Of course, huge win against the Blue Dragons, which we hopped them. Of course, Celtic Foxes are still at the top at 5-3. I can't believe the Silverbacks at 5-3, though. It's actually insane to me. The Mavericks are by far the best team in that division, I think. Yet, they're at the bottom. So, I mean, it's just a weird league year so far. Well, let's hop right into these breakouts while we're here, shall we? Should be Corey Trice, but it could be Corey Trice. I think it's just going to be Corey Trice. I think that's literally all it can be. Willie Greenfield. Okay, interesting. 3 tackles in general and 2 pass deflections for a dev up. He's not even a starter right now, so I guess by default I got to put him at least in the slot because, I mean, a star dev chance is too good to pass on, right? And then we have a storyline. Need to shift our focus to the Kodiaks. I hate this because it's going to be like, well, we're going to go in and talk to these guys now. It's like, I don't need to talk to the DC. Let's all just go there right now as a group and talk about it. How about that? How about that instead? Worried about Chuba Hubbard. We think we need to block shed better. Is not... Oh, DTs. Oh, yeah. If we're going to try to stop the run, DTs block shedding is the most important thing. 5 block shedding DTs, but they lose tackle, which is fine. I think it's a good trade-off. I think. Look at the Kodiak's injuries. Taylor Decker out for 3 weeks with a dislocated ankle, so a couple of games here now taking on teams without their left tackles, which definitely is a benefit. As we now look at the actual rosters, the Kodiaks, another AFC or NFC East team we're taking on here. Matthew Stafford, still looking pretty damn good. Definitely regressed, but still really good. Chuba Hubbard, they talked about, is the biggest problem with this team, and he is very good, so I can see why they would think that. Wide receiver 1's amazing. Wide receiver 2, amazing speed from Matthew Golden. Faster than I would have thought. Myers, not a bad slot wide receiver at all. Trey McBride's an amazing tight end 1. Left tackle is still good, though. Whitehair, okay. McGovern, solid. Right guard, Jordan Morgan's actually pretty good. And then right tackle is Pryor, which is where the drop-off is. Gary's a good left end. Franklin Myers is a decent right end. DT Barmore's still pretty good. Herbig, wrong scheme, potentially. Middle linebacker, Greenlaw. And then the rookie, Gibson, X-Factor. Okay, what a draft pick. And then, boys, the right scheme on the outside. Cornerback, Sertan is amazing. Jonathan Jones is serviceable. Free safety is good. Strong safety is good. Kickers, fair enough. Very good accuracy, not great kick power. How we want to attack this team, I think, is going to be tough because they do have a quarterback that likes to throw the ball deep, but do you really have the weapons for that? Sort of. I'd say medium is more likely, and then attacking them, we're going to want to go right after them with the run attack, I think, the run game. All right, here we go. Braden Donnelly, we talked about him having not a scenario, but an upgrade points. Medium accuracy is his biggest issue. I think you go field general, right? That's the one that gives you medium and deep the most. Which, hey, there you go. 2 to medium, 1 to throw into pressure, 1 to short. Beautiful stuff. Still, the morale's down. I don't know if it's just because we're not at 500, but that's kind of unrealistic, right? Like, morale shouldn't be down just because you're not winning games. We're 3-4. That's not great, but it shouldn't be like, oh, season's over, boys. It's like, what do you mean, dude? 3-4, you could easily turn that around. So I don't know if that's super realistic, but it's a situation we're dealing with. Skinner, haven't really seen him in the takeaway department in a little while, but obviously he's a talent and a half, so I'm expecting him to get back on the board with those soon enough. But here we are, taking on the Kodiaks, 3-4 versus their 4-4. Trying to climb back up in the ranks. We're the 10th seed right now, but we're not too far off of maybe sneaking into that wild card, at least for now. Here we are looking at Braden Donnelly's stats. He's had a really good year so far. 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and there's really been a lot of bad throws. We've just been very fortunate that none of those bad throws have led to any interceptions. I know I'm probably jinxing it here, but most of the time, we overthrow it. There's just nobody around to get the pick, thankfully. I mean, there's been a lot of overthrows that, easily could have led to picks if there was someone behind it. But thankfully, once again, that has not happened yet. Hopefully that continues not to happen because, he's got a really good chance at, Rookie of the Year. I'd say if you ended the voting right now, he definitely wins it. Of course, we had a couple of new players to the team as well. Kind of needed to. Not only were the defensive tackles just bad, but also we just have some injuries on the team now, and it's nice to have a little bit of depth at positions that we actually need the depth at, right? Like, we didn't need 4 quarterbacks. Malik Willis is gone after this season no matter what. We're not paying him, so it made sense. As, of course, we're going to be taking on the 4-4 Kodiaks, who have not gotten their bye week yet, and we are going to hopefully try to steal their positioning, if you will. At 500, they're, I think, the 9th seed, if I'm not mistaken, so definitely got to keep winning, trying to climb our way up the seeding poll. Obviously, Matthew Stafford ratings still look pretty good still, even though he's on the older side. Let's take a look at how his actual stats are. And, yeah, I mean, these are the kind of numbers I'm hoping Donnelly can put up, which, to be fair, he's not really that far off of. He's like a game away. Some would maybe even argue one more game that they have would be enough to do so. Outside, huge hit by Hyde, the brand-new linebacker, who's already out there on the field for us, taking on one of the best tight ends in the entire league, and Trey McBride. Got some crap talk over there, but look at Hyde. I mean, he is a very raw player, but he's also got raw emotion. He's got raw physical traits, which is why he's out there doing his thing. Of course, we have Greenfield as well that is in a scenario we just can't get out. Oh, Greenfield! Does that count as a deflection? I think it might. I think it very well might. And it does, in fact, count if he can just get one more deflection and 3 tackles. He'll be good. Don't know why I blanked out there. As they're going to take another shot. And Trice is going to get cooked by Matthew Golden, who has all the speed in the world. We're number 81 here. And that is not going to lead to any sort of breakouts. At least for our side. All right, let's go with the stretch play. Maybe we audible back over. Still can't believe we failed our, oh my lord, we got instantly killed, our scenarios, and then lost the player that had this scenario for multiple weeks. Definitely a pretty big fail moment, if you ask me. As we're going to see the tight end back across. Juke move inside is not going to do much. We get about 5 yards, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Looking for a quick look. Marset back in the starting slot role. Cam Scadaboo, it's a great throw, and he drops the pass. It's going to be a punt on what would have been at least 20 yards, and obviously with that a first down. That is an astronomical fail. Got an amazing punt. They sort of get out of it. Get the hell out of my face, yellow line. Stupid freaking upright. Get out of my face. As they're going to run to the right after a run. And can we bring him down, please? I don't know if Greenfield was in on that, but I need him to be. Greenfield needs one more deflection and, I don't know, a couple of tackles. Not sure how many, if that counted as one, if he was even in on that. And they're going to cut back. I can't get over there. Trying to, protect the boundary. Didn't need to. That will be a punt based on, just a great punt. So we forced them to punt because of our great punt. I will say this was a really good one from them. And it's got to be, you got to do something here because that drop is crazy bad. The problem is he finally, he finds a way to make it work, even when he doesn't have the blocks, even when, he's not the fastest in general. He makes plays. Gets to the 46 on that one. Ali might have gotten to the 50, who knows? Which I'm not really sure how that would make any sense because 50's behind us, but sure, why not? Slant wide open. Good throw. 14 yards to Wayne. A little underthrown, admittedly, but it got to the receiver. It's a good throw. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them. Swing on that crosser. Predetermined to Wayne, who holds on to the catch for another basically 14-yarder. And, of course, Whippler's injured. Why not? Why wouldn't he be? Inside handoff for Scadaboo. Juke move doesn't really work. Not really much to go on. Whippler will be back, but man, that guy's always injured. Inside handoff, Scadaboo. And cut it back. Juke move not really working so far, but that's a decent run. I don't really see anyone in front of Ali here. This might be a touchdown. And juke move doesn't really work. He's fighting down to the 2. We got stick here. Let's see. Tough throw. Perfect throw. Wayne, touchdown, tie game. Great throw by Donnelly. All right, 6-yard start to the drive. Puts him in a 2nd and 4 situation, but also brings us to the second quarter all tied up at 7. Not really sure we even need to blitz Greenfield. I remember the days of, where you'd need a sack, fumble, interception, or, it's like any of them, really. But now, it's this one specific, as we're not going to get there anyways. There is nobody on him. Spins out of it. Good team tackle, but that's a massive gainer to the 39. I mean, really, it's the tackles that I worry about, because deflections, yeah, they're not easy either, but we already got one, and it doesn't take as much, sort of, as he's going to be real pressured there. Would have been nice to get a Maynard sack there. But sack or no sack, that is not the question. The question is, can we get this damn scenario for Greenfield and honestly take Harden off the field for good? It's going to be hard, though. Deflection. Oh, forced fumble! Recovered by Tariq Carpenter. And I got to say, Trey McBride is not having a good day. Who hit him? It might have actually been Carpenter, to be honest. Actually, I think it might have been Skinner. Skinner's just a baller, man. What a guy. Great recovery, though. Picked it up like it was like an egg off the ground. A lot of times we ran this to try to get Steffens. His scenario last week is pretty astronomical. As Broden now drops it. How the hell are we dropping so much? This is what I'm talking about, though. It's Broden specifically why I don't take too many shots. That's a tough one. That's just pressure. The pressure is insane. I run Scadaboo on a route just so I can actually bring him back, because most of the time you just can't bring him back unless they're actually running a route. At least that's my experience. And we just don't have the time. And Donnelly, we're thinking we got the speed. We don't. Loss of $1 billion on the sack. Their first little play is usually pretty damn good. They kind of chip away at us. 7 yards. Going to make a, very open 2nd and 3. And good job through the middle. Paul stopping it dead. 3rd and 2. Where's Greenfield? Greenfield? I guess he's not in. Got too many linebackers, which makes sense. Too many D linemen and linebackers because, I don't know. I've got the tight end. There's just so much to cover. They flipped us, and just the whole defense was dead. I'm surprised that wasn't a touchdown. Why does our team do that? Does he try to get a swat? We got beat. Can't get over there. And great catch by Trey McBride. Maybe Greenfield can knock the ball out of his hands as he's throwing, and it'll count as a deflection. I imagine it would, right? Didn't really want to hit stick because I want Greenfield in there. Blitz off the edge. Bunch of linebackers in there. They are going to run right where we are. We get a hit, but we don't finish it. Huge hit low. Good job by Pierce to the 11. First down. Getting used to this at Greenfield. We just need a deflection that we could really focus on tackles. Oh, we got burned. And, yeah, I mean, I wish it would count for us because even though we didn't touch it, is our guy that dropped it. I'm going to call that a knockout. That counts. Pass deflection. Really not, but, wish I could do that. And here goes Stafford running the read option. That is very concerning that he had that much room, though, telling me, yeah, if we get a fast team running read options, we're not going to look too well, huh? Pull on the blitz. Oh, that could be picked. Nice knockdown by Trice. Would have loved a pick there, but at least we stopped the touchdown from happening. Good D. And the field goal is blocked. Another occurrence you're just never going to see if you actually play every single special teams down, so I'm down with it. That's a tough one, Scadaboo, and that will be picked. The problem with that is I didn't trust Scadaboo. Wow, what a run, but he is going to take that in for a touchdown. Wow. The problem with that one is I didn't believe Scadaboo could catch the ball, but I was like, he's just so open, I got to take it. And yeah, that's just not a smart decision. I just made it harder on him and physically impossible, actually. Should have taken that sooner or not at all. I also kind of waited for that other wheel because the guy's flat-footed. You know, his hips are wide. There's no way he's going to run off on them, but he does. We wait, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's anyone, it's going to be Cam Scadaboo. Nope. Just too late. It happens. It happens. Guys are going to quick throw to the outside. Wayne, good stiff arm for 12. Wayne's having a pretty good game. Wayne with the game. Had so many different options. He's going to tuck it. Damn. So many different options, but they all picked him up at different times. Marset, and I mean, we're back because it's a long developing play. I can absolutely admit right now we are the ones selling. We're the ones making the mistakes. Screen pass. We just got nobody here. That is definitely a decision. Tried to do a spin back right, but they gave me a back juke for some reason. 8-yarder to starter. Timeout used. 5 wide. Definitely got way too many linebackers in here. And by way, I mean literally 2. 2 is way too many. Yeah, I mean, we're covering everything. Switching me to the wrong guy. These are last timeouts. I mean, we just got to keep him in field. Keep him in play, and we should be good to go, no? Let's go cover 4. Deep and wide. That's sus. And we're trying to get back. We will. Maynard almost comes away with the sack. We do be liking that. We do be liking that defense there. It's pretty good. Can't even get a freaking piece of him. Oh, I thought we were going to get him. Stays in play, though, and that was a massive mistake. I think McLaurin thought he could get around us, which he did, but we got a piece of his leg just barely. Risky, who would have ever thought, right? You know, that's a hell of a play if he gets it. But yeah, you just got to get your points there. Thankfully, it's only a 7-point game and not what should have been a 10-point game. And wow, what a game there. This is a huge one for us. Celtic Foxes dropped the game by 3 against the Mavericks, who are, once again, way better than that record says. 38-35. That'll allow us to catch up if we actually can win this game. And then, of course, you have the Scorpions getting cooked by the Warhawks. Scorpions 1-6. Shador Sanders, ETN, and Jerry Jeudy. I think they'd be playing a little bit better than that with that trio. And then, of course, huge matchup. Blue Dragons, Monsters. Monsters crush the Blue Dragons, which only helps us because the Monsters are, you know, now 3-6. But at the same time, do you really want them to climb back? They were the #1 team in the division last year. Probably for a reason. I imagine they can easily just pick it up. That win might be what does it, too. On the return to start the second half, down 7. Blocks aren't great, but Ali will run away from everybody for a gain to the 28. We'll try to run the ball again. This could be Ali coming in soon. Not that he shouldn't just come in anyways, as we get what should have been at least a first down. I want Cam Scadaboo to work, but I just don't think it is. I just don't think he's fast enough. He needs to be our short down situation guy. Stays in. Nice. Huge block by Swain. Go out of bounds. Smith Marset. Patience do pay off sometimes. Doesn't help that, like, Scadaboo is also just, like, they're not falling for juke moves anymore now. But it's like, he's slow. Why even bite? Just wait for him to stop making crazy things happen. And there we go with another bad decision there. That should not have been a juke move by us. All right, Ali, I need you to continue, like, just try to struggle a little bit so I can keep Cam Scadaboo out there for us as Ali gets about 5. Got a couple of unders here where, you know, maybe if they play a little zone, we could slip one into Swain. And Wayne, speaking of guy that rhymes with Swain, would have had maybe a touchdown. They will not let us have it. They're also going to give us a lot of room here on 2nd and 10. And Ali kind of gets slid up by his own guy. But even there, you know, has enough speed to fall forward with the momentum. Cam's got to be back out there. Pretty big route for him. Is he even going to catch the thing? That's the question. Swain. Very good throw, by the way, to the 10. Doesn't need to be a good throw, but still, it's nice to have that good throw there when it's, you know, when we need it. And free rush, or free play for us as they were offside, which, of course, will have us accept it. Gadsden to the outside, Broden to the outside as well. I kind of want Broden on a slant, though. Back of the end zone, Wayne, and it's just a terrible throw. Damn. Inside zone, Ali. Very consistent run call from us. Inside zone, that is. And Ali, easy touchdown. 2nd and 7. Come with the blitz. I mean, we just aren't making movement on this scenario at all. I don't even know where the hell Greenfield is. There goes Hyde. I mean, killer play behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. Great tackle. 1-on-1. Got too many linebackers in, I guess, for Greenfield to come around. Where is Greenfield, speaking of? Is he just not in? Did he get... No, he's right here. I was about to say, did he get hurt? Linebacker's not there. We got burned hard. I just left him. Oh, Trice. Trice can't keep up. It's another touchdown over top of his head. I actually thought we were in front of him for a pick, and instead it's another absolute rocket ship. Look at this thing. I mean, it is gone to the end of the world. Scores it. I mean, he just straight up gets outran, no? He's like super far off. He runs in fair timing, I think, and he should be like side by side. He's just getting galloped on. Look, I mean, look at the depth. McLaurin got on his horse and just left. He was gone. Play action. Cam Scattaboo. Not a great throw. Juke move not going to really happen because he didn't really get a chance to turn fully around. Like, the juke move technically happened, but didn't happen. You know what I mean? Quick throw on the stick. It's a tough one. Great catch. Wow, right into a freaking X Factor, too. And Scattaboo dislocates his shoulder. I mean, it's just like, at what point are you just memeing? At what point are you literally just saying, bench me for life? You know, and then Ali comes in after the injury and breaks off a bigger run than, you know, Scattaboo's seen in a little while. I don't know, fellas. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I think Ali might be that man. Nobody on us. Well, not on us, but nobody open, I should say. Ali on the inside give. Juke move doesn't really work. Gains 5 or 6. It just sucks because, like, you know, Scattaboo is such a high overall already. He should be a franchise guy just based on his overall, but it's just speed kills, and he doesn't have enough to kill. Simply put, that's all I can say. Swain. End zone. Should have taken the running back sooner. And we did have Ali for a potential touchdown. Sometimes it's just hard to get out of that habit of running. Takes Swain. He's an easier throw, and he drops it. Oh, my God. Gadsden's open for a potential touchdown, but we've been missing throws. I figured get that throw to Swain with his speed. He probably at least gets a first down. Instead, he can't even get the completion because he drops it. These guys, man. Swain gets blasted. It's a tough one because the wide receiver slanting should have sat on his option. He made the wrong call. Wayne just sold us. We're kicking a field goal. Remember, they had a field goal block, so this should be a 10-point game that we're cutting into right now. So we should be even lucky that it's a 4-pointer. All right, start of the fourth quarter. Greenfield's still got a chance, but he's going to need some plays. Knockout, and I don't even think he has a single tackle. Damn, we just let him get... Yeah, where is the safety help, though? And we don't get him. That's my fault, though. It's not only my fault for letting him go over top, but it's also my fault for not just going for a conservative tackle. Really wish we had like an offensive scenario so then it would feel better for being dumb. But nope, it doesn't feel better because it's just a sell. It's a tough throw. It's behind him. Oh, good job by Wayne to get in front of it. It's just that rollout kind of carried us all the way outside there, and it couldn't really get anywhere. Oh, what a cut by freaking Ali. That juke move would have been filthy if we would have broke across. That juke move was, well, not even that juke. That cut was beautiful. Wayne's never going to win a one-on-one deep, is he? He actually had it. We're taking a shot, and it's... Where the hell is Swain going there? So, of course, the thought there is that, you know, it's 3rd and 1. Who would expect a shot? They apparently did, and our fullback gets denied again on the season for a yard, and it is a turnover on downs. This guy is 6'4", almost 300 pounds, and he can't get a yard twice now in the year. That's insane. The guy did, I don't know if you jumped the snap, but he freaking got behind the line pretty quickly, I will admit. And this guy's got way too much time to throw. It's a good tackle for Greenfield, though, I think. It does say 2 tackles total. He just needs a deflection. Going against freaking McLaurin's going to be really tough to do. And we can't get there. What a cut, dude. It's freaking elusive, dude. Oh, it's tough. It's tough sledding, man. Do we even have Greenfield out there? We do. Got to make a play on him. Oh, I thought we had him, and instead it's McBride down the middle. I thought we gave him enough leverage on the inside that he would throw it, and he didn't. Well, this is for the game. You don't stop him to a field goal on this drive, the game is literally over. We got to make something happen. Oh, we missed by an inch, and then he gets blasted, but still holds on. No fumble. I really, really wanted that hit, and we just completely missed. I don't love it. Throw it away. If he would have tucked it again, brother. They're the 22nd ranked defense, and they've allowed under 100 yards today. Is no Steffens really that big of a difference? Is it really? Like, is the speed really that massive? Swain. Hey, he caught it. Late hit out of bounds. I mean, we were making it pretty obvious you're going out of bounds, so. Bit of a harsh call, but we're going to take it. Was it really roughness? Not really. Was it unnecessary? I guess. Could argue the freaking flag itself was unnecessary, though. And that ball should have been picked, as it is vastly behind the receiver. I mean, you gotta take a shot, right? You know, you have no choice. And just don't trust the line, but that's probably me dropping back too far again. See, I say that, but where's so the natural drop back's probably like right here, maybe a little earlier, but our guy's already getting beat on that spin. Stepping up is not an option anyways. I guess he does re-engage. I've got to learn to trust the line, even though there's no reason to, because it's better than dropping back and dying. Like there, I kind of stepped up, right, instead of stepping out, and I really wanted to step back there. You know what? Even if we lose this game, we're going to learn how to love. We're going to learn how to step into the pocket. All right? It's a tough one, but come back to the ball. It is a first down. Toss slide. Oh, crap. I got to cancel because it's a fake toss. Swain, touchdown. Oh, my God. Thought we were going to be out in front of him. He kind of still just threw it to the flat. I get that's kind of the initial intention of that route, but when they leave him, you got to take it. If this is a blitz, Smith-Marset, you got to catch it. Donnelly going to try to take off and will get the touchdown. Good effort. There's not saying to go for 2. I'm not really sure the thought process there, but it's a 10-point game if you get it, so I don't know. I'm going to do it anyways. I don't know why. That play is so... And he drops it. I get it. It's a bit of an overthrow. You got to catch that, though. That play is so open on that end, though. We gotta keep that in mind. And realistically, if you play perfect defense, you could, in theory, win this game without an onside kick. You stop them cleanly. Yeah, maybe can you? I don't know if you actually can. I mean, you can with a fumble, I'll tell you that. You just don't think an onside kick, depending on an onside kick, is ever going to work out, so. Oh, wide open. Yeah, he's just... Oh, and he's gone. I mean, he's almost literally gone. Damn, yeah, well, that dream's gone. Can't believe it actually ended up with freaking Hyde, the new man, on McBride, who did, I mean, he had a great play early on against him, but still, I don't love the odds. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. I don't even know if we're going to get the ball back in general. And McLaurin's just untouched. Good tackle. I mean, it's unfortunate. That's all I can really say. Greenfield's not going to get a scenario. We're going to lose a game, dropping us to 3-5. We just can't get past that situation. What a tackle, by the way. I don't really care what they come with. This is a good enough play to stop the run. And it's the best play we have to try and get the quarterback down before he gets the ball off. And he's just going to lob it. You guys stay near the line of scrimmage, try to stop the quick slant drag. Either way, unfortunately, we're going to lose the game 23-42. The Kodiaks, I don't know. The game was just like over in a blur. I don't even feel like their offense was all that good. They just had those 2 big, long plays. So, you know, our drives are slow. Didn't really result in scores. Theirs were fast. Did result in scores. It felt like they were barely out on offense, yet they definitely had a game. Let's take a look at the numbers, which I really don't want to look at. These completion percentages are going to be terrible. Stafford was basically unstoppable. Donnelly barely at 50%. Milroe 2 for 8. The run game, Ali killed it. I mean, Ali's the starter going forward, I think, no matter what. Even if Scadaboo is perfectly healthy, doesn't matter. Wayne, maybe we triggered a breakout if we're lucky. But yeah, this offensive line is and has always really been the problem holding us back here. A couple of random upgrades, but Ali, obviously not one of them. Elusive back. 3 to spin move, 1 to juke move. Not bad. 85 juke, 80 spin. I will say a 24-year-old running back. Not a huge fan of that. Change direction's also not the best. Injury toughness, not the best, but I think he is the best running back on this roster. We got a re-up on the receiver breakout. Is that... Wayne never had one, though, right? Is this not Steffens? Who the hell is even... What do you mean he's dead? Do we get XP, but you don't actually have to break any, like, scenario? keep him involved and see how far I can take it. He's got 45 XP, and he hasn't played in, like, ever. Dude's dead. Of course, we didn't get with Greenfield. Got a couple, but nothing major. I don't think we're going to get anything here. He's going to be like, we wish you would have done more. He does his job, and his play. Wait, are we going to get this? No. So they're just going to give him praise for some of it, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing. No injury to Scadaboo, but injury to his ego, as he is going to be dropped down to number 2 on the depth chart. He's just, the speed difference is just too much, and I knew it was going to be just the way it is. Third down running back Scadaboo, though. He'll come in. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Real bad sell on that last one. I mean, it seems like we win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. At some point, though, hopefully it's more winning than losing, but the realistic some point was that we're just going to stop winning, you know, and we're going to go right back to that, you know, 7-10 type of season. That's what we're on par for right now. 3-5, you know, just keep accelerating that 7-10, 8-9 kind of range. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. We still have a lot of season left to play. We're better than the Monsters so far. That's one thing. That's something to say. But yeah, 12 seed looking pretty much like last year, even though we've had a much better quarterback season. Offensive line, though, still struggling. Receivers still taking a long time to get open. Run game has been okay. Ali, hopefully, will open that thing up again. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And, of course, you got the Jumbo Shrimps and the Gray Squirrels coming up. Tomorrow, I'm thinking Rebuild on the here, and then Oblivion on the second channel. So check that out. Back with Chupacabras on Tuesday, I imagine. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And of course, shout out to all the members of the channel, especially brand new members, Josh Bowman, Randy H182, Zach Tomac, and then sorry to Tyler Kliss. I did have 2 S's in your name like it's supposed to be, but for some reason it just didn't work in the, I think it was the Buccaneers rebuild. I don't even know, but it'll be fixed from here on out. I apologize about that one. But yeah, appreciate you guys a ton. If you're, you know, new to the membership, we do have a monthly members rebuild on the 15th of every month. We did a Celebrity was one recently enough. It was definitely a crazy one, so check that out. And if you're thinking about becoming a member, you haven't already, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. Appreciate all the members, of course, from the past, present, future. And yeah, member not, appreciate you all for watching, and see